Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN, a look at perhaps the best tight end in the game today. Big number 88, Tony Gonzalez. He'll be a tall order for this opposing linebacking crew. Chiefs, Broncos, straight ahead.
The fans are finding their way to their seats, those who really own those seats, as we get set to begin this exciting game. Welcome to Invesco Field at Mile High Stadium. I'm Dan Stevens. And my sidekick, Peter O'Keefe. Peter, both of these teams have, some very talented players holding down the safety positions. Wouldn't you agree?
No question about it, Dan. Safeties are often literally the last line of defense. And these are reliable as they come. John Lynch is one heck of a strong safety. You know, for a defender, he's got great hands. So if a pass strays too close, you know he can come up with an interception. And here on the other side is another top-tier player. Jerome Woods is a superb player. He possesses a great blend of skills and abilities. And that well-roundedness is what makes him such an effective player.
Well, all right, Peter, we'll keep our eye on him as the game progresses. But first, the coin toss.
It's heads.
Morton Anderson kicking off for the Chiefs. It's time for Bronco football.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Anderson boots the opening kickoff. Griffin fields the opening kickoff at the 12. Dragged down at the 23.
Quentin Griffin made a mediocre kick a little more mediocre with a decent run back there.
The Broncos get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 23-yard line. This one will fall incomplete.
Roughing the passer, number 90, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Ryan Sims rocked the quarterback's cradle after the ball left his hand, so he drew the flag for roughing the passer. They're going to call that one every time.
Broncos 38-yard line.
First, we'll get the carry on first down, and we'll lose about a yard here.
Scott Fajita was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Second down, 11 yards to go. No dice, and it falls incomplete.
With the deflection.
Nothing past me. No, nothing. Come on, Plummer. We need a first down.
Third and 11. Ball at the Broncos 37-yard line.
Four wideouts versus nickel coverage. Let's see who wins this one.
Weaver goes in motion. Plummer gets all of his arm into this pass, and it's tipped. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Greg Wesley got himself in prime position to bat away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Yeah, great read there.
Knorr gets ready to punt this away. Knorr gets the ball and pummels this one deep. McLean fields it at the 16. Stopped at the 30.
Dexter McLeon returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Chiefs will start this drive at their own 30-yard line. Holmes gets the handoff and heads upfield. Hunted down at the 42. It will be first down.
Priest Holmes finds the hole on this one and gains some good yardage. Wow, great blocking on that play.
First and 10. Ball at the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
Holmes gets the call again and takes it upfield.
Priest Holmes is a real good back. 8th-year man out of Texas and a good performer out of the backfield. He draws the camera's attention most of the time because he can make it happen.
Second and inches. Ball at the 48-yard line.
Green throws this one right sideline, and it's bobbled and dropped. Incomplete.
Dante Hall looked like he was all over that one, but it just got away somehow. Tough incompletion.
That would have gotten the first, but it's incomplete, and it will be third down. Third down and less than a yard. Holmes will get the carry on third down and gets well past the markers for a first.
Impressive yards on the ground here. Check it out. Boy, that's some nice running. It's all about field vision, and if you can see where you have room to roam, good things happen.
What a run, Peter, and his numbers are adding up.
Adding up to one big number. Up to now, he's got 32 yards on 3 carries. Look at those stats. That's the definition of a standout year.
Green throws this on a rope, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Kelly Herndon completely breaks up the pass. You know, he owned that zone so clearly. I bet he comes in on his days off to repair the turf.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Holmes will get the carry on second down and picks up 8 yards on the play.
Priest Holmes has some fancy feet, I'll tell you. Watch this. That was a terrific spin.
He definitely showed his agility on that play, Peter.
Yes, he did, Dan, and he did it up against someone who can make that tackle.
Third down with the tight end right. Holmes gains 5 on the play, and that brings up first down.
First down.
Priest Holmes can thank his blockers for that last play. If it wasn't for them, that play would have tanked.
A big gain on third, and they will easily move the chain.
Perfect call for the situation, Dan. No trouble in getting the first.
First and 10. Ball at the 25.
Morton didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Johnny Morton tried to snag one across the middle on that last play, but it was no good. Incomplete.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. That's a good call.
That'll bring up second down. Green fires this one over the middle, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down.
Trent Green throws into a crowd here and by some miracle gets a completion out of it. I don't know how that happened, Dan. Let's have another look.
There you go. Well, the D had him covered, and they just couldn't get to the ball in time. A perfect pass.
You can't coach that. That kind of pass is instant.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chain.
Great execution. Check that out. Those last year numbers are solid.
Fatafehi tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Mario Fatafehi was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
Peter, that has to be tough to do. He used his weight to make the stop, and he did it against one of the most evasive players on the field.
You got to guess a direction in that situation, and he guessed right. That's instincts.
Green zings it to the right side, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Dante Hall faces down 2 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
He'll get the touchdown, and he does it in style.
Beautiful play.
Morton Anderson to attempt the extra point. Number 15, holding.
Now the extra point,
The extra
and
point is good.
It's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Anderson booms a beauty here. Luke downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. Weaver goes in motion. Hurst gets past the line and gets the first and more.
First
And they
down,
stop at the
Broncos.
40. That will bring up first down.
Dan, check out all the yards he snarfs up here. Yes, snarfs. That's an old football term. Tell you what, though, this is a great play.
And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Chiefs are out in front, 7-0.
First and 10. Ball at the Broncos' 40-yard line.
Plummer throws a bullet to the flat, and the catch is
Number
made
46,
for a gain of a
pass complete.
couple.
Jake Plummer
Number
threaded the
22
ball back
with
there
the
to his
tackle.
man right past all that traffic. Good job.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Second down, one man back.
Ball at the Broncos' 42-yard line.
Hurst carries it for the third time and
Harrison
picks
Hurst,
up a
the ball
couple.
carrier. Mike Maslowski with the tackle.
Let's go, Broncos. Let's get that first down.
Third and 6. Ball at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Trader goes in motion. Plummer throws a bullet to the flat, and it's complete at the 45. Brought down at the 49. Barber will be credited with the tackle. That will bring up fourth down.
John Barber brought down the ball carrier before the
Mike
markers.
Enola in
There
punt
was some
formation.
gain there, but not enough for the
Number
first.
22
They let
to
the
make
ball move
return.
close to the first, but they could not let it pass.
That's a great job holding them back, Dan.
Fourth and short. McLean fields the punt at the 13.
Return of 3
Tackled
on the
at
play.
the 16.
Dexter McLeon got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
First
The
and 10,
Chiefs had an
Kansas
effective
City.
first drive, and we'll see if they can keep it up. They'll start at their own 16-yard line. Holmes picks up 11 on the play, and that will bring up first down.
Chiefs.
Boy, they get some good yardage out of this one, Dan, and they do it a number of good ways. Good line blocking, good downfield blocking, and a nifty run to boot. Nice play.
What a run, and he is generating some great numbers.
Oh, yeah, he's running hard, and up to now, he's got 55 yards on 7 carries.
1st and 10.
Look at the numbers generated on the ground. That is impressive.
Holmes gets the toss and runs into traffic. One man to beat. The 45, 35, 20, 10, 5. He's in for the touchdown.
Priest Holmes keeps it in the family on this play, and he had a lot of brothers to help him. Yeah, that design run was a success because he followed his blockers. Without him, he wouldn't have gone anywhere.
Peter, that will put a touchdown in his stat column.
And that's always nice to have him. So far, he's got 128 yards and 1 touchdown.
Here's the extra point,
The extra
and
point is good.
It's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Anderson rockets this one deep. Luke downs this in the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, thank you. No, don't touch.
The Broncos can climb back into it with a score before half here. They will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Hurst takes his 4th carry of the game and searches for a hole. Maslowski tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike Maslowski targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his 2nd tackle so far.
2nd and 10. Ball at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Hurst goes in motion. Browning sacks him back at the 15.
John Browning gets the sack deep in the pocket. That's going to be a sizable loss. Watch this. Oh, yeah, that's going to push him back, way back. Great defensive play.
That will be 2 losses in a row.
Great reads by the D on the last 2 plays, Dan.
Third down
15.
and 4 wideouts in the game.
Broncos 15-yard line.
Plummer throws a big rainbow here, and it's tipped.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete. 4th
Jerome
down
Woods
coming
with
up.
the deflection.
Jerome Woods swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
It was 3rd and very long, and it didn't look too hard for the defense to stop that play right in its tracks.
You know, Dan, that's what pressure on 1st and 2nd down will get you. You push them into a hole, and then it's hard to climb out.
4th down ahead. Knorr lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Knorr takes the snap and punts it away. McLean catches it at the 48. Brought down at the 50.
What's the plan?
Dexter McLeon got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Chiefs come out on the field, and they're looking to extend their lead before halftime. They'll start at their 50-yard line. Holmes has his number called on 1st down and heads out right. Tackled, and the clock will...
Marcus Washington pushes them back in time on this one. Big loss. That's a great defensive play. Let's watch. Oh, it's all about pursuing your man, period.
The defensive design worked flawlessly, and the refs will spot the ball well behind the original line of scrimmage.
What a way to derail a series from the onset.
Second and long ahead. Second down from the shotgun. Johnson hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete.
Al Wilson closed in from the zone and forced the incompletion.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Gets the sack, and the clock will continue to run. It'll be fourth down.
Luther Ellis comes in untouched on this play and just wallops the quarterback. And where was the O-line, Dan? Did they just give up? Oh, that quarterback's going to be pointing fingers on that one.
They pushed them back even farther. And Peter, could this fourth down get any longer?
Well, theoretically, yeah, but it's plenty long enough already.
Baker gets ready to punt this away. Baker takes the long snap and punts it away. Bailey fields the punt at the 29.
Return of 3 on
Stop
the play.
at the 32.
Champ Bailey fielded the ball, and although he was dropped pretty quickly, that terrible kick gives him some good field position.
The Broncos offense has to score here. This drive will start at their 32-yard line. Lally goes in motion. Hurst takes this one way out left and gains about 3 yards. Second down, two wideouts on the field.
Ball at the Broncos' 35-yard line.
Hurst gets the call again and takes. The Broncos take their first timeout.
Third and 2. Ball at the Broncos' 40-yard line.
Plummer dumps this one to the flat, and it's complete. The Broncos will take a timeout. That's their second. First down, tight end to the left. Hurst gets the ball and gets past the line. Tackled at the 45.
Try to slither out of this one, Plummer. I'm coming, Jake.
The Broncos take a timeout. That's their final one.
Let's go, Broncos. Let's get that first down.
Third down, three wideouts in the game. Hurst gains 3 yards and that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Chiefs enjoying the lead 14-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
All right, Dan, we'll get back to you in a bit. But welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. Now let's take a look at the halftime stats. And boy, look at the difference in rushing yards. The Chiefs are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. will start this one off late in the first quarter. Trent Green connected with his man on this one. A 12-yard touchdown for the Chiefs. The Chiefs get the first points of the game and go up by 7. The Broncos still late in the first. Garrison first eye look at the Hurst on the carry here as they work the ground game. This is a nice run. The Chiefs later on in the second quarter. Chiefs up by 7. Priest Holmes is going to bounce this one to the outside. And look at the execution up front. He's in the clear. And that's where we'll leave this one. Broncos are down at the half, 14-0. Time now for our Halftime Hero Award, which recognizes the most dominant player of the first half. Duh. This time there can be no question. Priest Holmes has played like a man possessed. So that does it for our halftime report. We'll send you back now to the second half of this one. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe are there. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Boomer, and welcome back to our broadcast presented in ESPN Game Sound. Designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Chiefs get the ball first this half, and another score by them could really open up this game. They currently lead 14-0. Let's go down to the field.
Return of 25.
Let's go down to Susie Culver, who has an update for us. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. Head coach Mike Shanahan clearly was upset about his team's performance in the first half. He said, "This is not the way we hope to start this game. Offensively, we just haven't been getting it done. It's gut check. If we want this win, we've got to come out and play a lot harder and a lot smarter in the second half." Back to you.
Susie, thank you. Holmes gets the call on first down and picks up 8 yards on the play.
Second and 2.
Oh, look at those numbers. That's how to get it done on the ground.
Green rifles it out left side, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more.
Trent Green gets this one past the secondary quite easily. I think the safeties were out of position on that one, Dan. Now, that kind of accuracy is hard to cover, Dan. He knew where he wanted the ball to go, and that's where it went.
And, Peter, that play doesn't get off the ground unless he runs a very precise route.
And he had to beat his man. Couple of the best banging heads there.
38 yards.
First down from the eye. Holmes carries it past scrimmage and heads wide left. Chase down at the 41. First down.
First down, Chiefs.
Priest Holmes has taken it to the offense, sure enough, but you have to credit him for that huge run he broke off earlier. Real dangerous as soon as he gets past the line. I like his numbers here. So far, he's racked up 141 yards and 1 touchdown.
First and 10. Ball at the 41.
Holmes gains 10 yards on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Come on, Steve. Don't give up the yard.
Second and inches. Ball at the 31.
They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete.
Dante Hall looked like he was all over that one, but it just got away somehow. Tough incompletion.
That's his second drop, and he cannot be happy with that. Sometimes the ball bounces your way, and sometimes it
doesn't.
Exactly. Third down, 1 yard to go. Holmes is at the 20.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown.
Look at this run, Dan. Everything worked out to perfection. Look at the fluidity of the running style. There's no wasted motion there. What a play.
That was his second rushing touchdown of the day. Not a bad day at the office so far.
That's typical production for him, Dan. He's that kind of player.
Holding.
Now the point after, and
the extra point is good.
It's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Anderson kicks it off. Luke fields it all the way back at the 8. Dragged down at the 25. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. There's the numbers, Dan, and you can see that they are struggling. They need to start simple, just string a few plays together, and then use that momentum to build your drives. Let's see what happens. Triandus Luke got waylaid by the defense before he was able to put much on the run back.
The Broncos send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 25-yard line. First carries it for the 9th time and will lose about a yard here.
Mike Maslowski not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game.
2nd and 11. Ball at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
Plummer throws a bullet to the flat, and the reception is made for a pickup of maybe a yard.
Number 51 with the tackle.
Scott Fujita targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Good defense that's forced 2 losses in a row.
3rd and 11. Ball at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
Simmons puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th down. Knorr lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Number 22 to make the return.
Knorr gets the snap and pummels this one deep. McLean fields the deep punt at the 31. Tackled at the 48.
Dexter McLeon took the sting out of that killer punt by picking up a bunch of yards on the run back. You can't coach that.
First and 10,
the Chiefs offense takes the field, and they are already halfway there. They'll start at their 48-yard line. Tennyson wasn't remotely in the vicinity of the pass on that one. Incomplete.
Trent Green, boy, it doesn't take much to make a completion and incompletion, does it, Dan? That was a little off and therefore no good.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation and it's really not going to hurt you. It's a good call.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Green throws a heater and the reception's made at the 37. Brought down hard at the 32. That will bring up 1st down. First down, 2 wideouts on the field.
32-yard line.
Holmes picks up about 2, and that brings up 2nd down.
With the tackle. Second and 8. Ball at the 30-yard line.
Green rifles it out left side, and the
First
catch
down,
is made
Chiefs.
at the 15. Eventually tackled at the 12. It will be first down.
Johnny Morton is in man-to-man coverage on this play and makes the most of it. Let's take a look. Oh, that's a great catch. That guy has real skills.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last two passes his way were incomplete.
Yeah, let's see if he stays on track.
First and 10. Ball at the 12-yard line.
Gonzalez grabs the bullet and gains a couple.
Trent Green had no trouble zinging that one past the secondary. That was one heck of a throw.
That's another pass that went pretty much down the middle. He hasn't been working the sides too much.
Well, he's obviously very confident to be throwing into where all the traffic is. He's daring the D to stop him.
Second down with the tight end right.
That's the end of the
And
third
that'll do
quarter.
it for the third quarter. The Chiefs in command of this one, 21-0. Second down from the I. Green floats this to the end zone, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
Zach Bronson played his coverage very snug, and as a result, the pass was incomplete.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Holmes has his number called on third down, and he gets taken down well short of the markers. Fourth down coming up.
DJ Williams brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
The defense didn't budge on that play, and they force a fourth down. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Anderson with a
The field
25-yarder,
goal attempt
and
is good.
it's good.
Morton Anderson has little trouble pooching this one through. Let's see it again. Yep, he knows that you aren't allowed to miss many of those in this league.
For the first time today,
Morton
they leave the
Anderson
red
kicking
zone
off
with
for the
only a
Chiefs.
field goal to show for it.
You know, overall, Dan, the defense has to be happy with how that one played out.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Anderson rockets this one deep. Luke decides to take it out of the end zone. Gets out at the 17. The Broncos stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 17-yard line.
Number 87, pass complete. Number 51 with the tackle.
Sims sacks him way back at the 14. Third down, one man back.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Let's lock him down.
Fourth and 10.
Fourth down. Let's lock him down.
Ball at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
This one falls
is
incomplete,
incomplete.
and they will turn the ball over
Number
on
87
down.
was the intended receiver. Eric Warfield with the coverage.
Jed Weaver made his way to the middle of the field, but as we see here, he couldn't reel it in. Decent call, but no dice.
They don't convert on fourth down, Peter, pretty much squelching any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
Yeah, they needed at least a field goal off that one. Let's just say a comeback is going to be very difficult.
The Chiefs offense takes the field, and can they capitalize on the defensive stop? Well, they'll start this drive at the 17-yard line. Holmes chews up 4 yards, and that brings up second down.
With the tackle.
Second down, 6 yards to go.
Ball at the 13.
Morton
Touchdown,
grabs
Chiefs.
the bullet. Touchdown.
Give it up, baby.
And
Sorry. Leave that, man. I gotta get my head right.
Johnny Morton has a guy shadowing him, but still manages to make the catch. He beat
Morton Anderson to attempt the extra point. Number 15, holding.
here's the point after, and
extra point is good.
It's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Anderson booms a beauty here. Luke decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 16.
Triandus Luke decided not to down it, but couldn't even make it to the 20, which may affect his Christmas gift from his special teams coach.
Broncos were stopped on fourth down last time out. We'll see what happens as they start this drive at their own 16-yard line.
Dan, bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that, and they go to nickel.
Plummer unloads this to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Pass interference, number 22, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Dexter McLeon gets a little too physical with his man here. As you can see, he gets the flag for it, too. Yeah, that's a good pass interference call. He was all over that receiver.
First and 10. Ball at the Broncos' 35-yard line.
Woods tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete.
Jerome Woods couldn't have read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
That is their fourth batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
Second and 10. Ball at the Broncos' 35-yard line.
Plummer floats this one out to the right sidelines, and it's bobbled
Pass
and
is
dropped incomplete.
Ashley
Lallee had that ball in his hands on that play, and then he just dropped it.
Peter, they cannot seem to connect on the long ball. They've taken some shots there, but nothing is working.
Yeah, their timing is off. They need to go to shorter passes.
Third down and 5 wide receivers take the field.
35-yard line.
Oh, let's watch this. 5 wide out versus a D that is wisely loaded up on DBs.
Smith catches this one, and they get the first on 3rd and long. Plummer airs this one to the left sideline, and it's intercepted.
Chiefs.
Dexter McLeon made an incredible interception back there. He was in single zone coverage and read that play from the get-go.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Chiefs are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at their 32-yard line. Bailey makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Champ Bailey came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Second down, tight end to the left.
Ball at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Holmes has his number called on second down and heads upfield. Breaks the tackle. 30, 25, 10. And he's in for the touchdown.
Look at this run, Dan. Everything worked out to perfection. Look at the fluidity of the running style. There's no wasted motion there. What a play.
Peter, while he's used to being in the end zone, this is a great day even for him.
I love it. What a player.
Morton Anderson to attempt the
check it
extra
out.
point.
Over 250
Number
yards.
15,
The
holding.
game's not over yet. Records could fall today.
Now the extra point, and
extra point is good.
It's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Anderson kicks this one away. The Broncos let this bounce out of the end zone for a touchback.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's a good work out there, man.
All right, yeah.
First and 10.
The Broncos
Denver.
had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 20-yard line. Smith hauls it in
pass
right
complete.
side and gains a
Greg
couple.
Wesley with the tackle.
Plummer lofts this one out to the left, and it's tipped.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete.
Eric Warfield with the deflection.
Jake Plummer has been searching for a rhythm out there, and he's come up short, Dan. As you can see by these numbers, he's been having a rough day of it. So far, he's struggled to get 36 yards and no touchdowns.
Just rock, come on, just rock, come on, I just bounce, come on, I just bounce, just rock, come on.
Third down, empty backfield. Watts catches the heater left. The Broncos take their first time out. First down, the clock is stopped at 1:51. Plummer fires this one over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Roughing the passer, number 90, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Ryan Sims rocked the quarterback's cradle after the ball left his hand, so he drew the flag for roughing the passer. They're going to call that one every time.
First down, 3 wideouts in the
Ball at the
game.
Broncos' 47-yard line.
No good.
Pass is
Incomplete.
incomplete with the deflection. Second and 10. Ball at the Broncos' 47-yard line.
Plummer throws a big high lob, and It's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Dexter McLeon never gave his assignment any wiggle room and was able to prevent a completion. You know, it's all about blanket coverage, and that, my friends, was exactly what we saw back there.
And Peter, you know, we talk a lot about defenders needing to make a play, and there you have it, or as the French would say, voila.
You said it. On D, you're taught to look for the ball when it's in the air, and that's exactly what he did. Nice play.
3rd down and 4 wideouts in the game.
First down, Broncos.
Bangs the dart right sideline, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Ashley Malee was smart on this play, running out of bounds to stop the clock. Really the best thing he could have done to help his team. That would have been the nail in the coffin had he not gone out of bounds.
3rd and long.
Keep an eye on him to see if he goes out of bounds here. Watch him and watch the sidelines.
After review, the player stepped out of bounds. 4th down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along.
Go do it. Come on.
Fourth and inches. Ball at the 43.
Oh, Lucy.
Smith can't hold on to it. He was hammered, and that will force a turnover on down.
Receiver. Eric Warfield with the coverage.
Dan, this is why I love this game so much. Just look at all this stuff going on down there. Great moves, big hits, shrewd coaching, everything's going on. These are the kind of plays that make football the greatest game in the world, hands down.
The Chiefs will start this drive near midfield with the clock at 1:32. Green zings it to the right side, and it's caught at the 49. The Broncos will take a timeout. That's their second. Second down. The clock is stopped at 1:23. Morton grabs the fastball. The Broncos take a timeout. That's their final one. First down, 2 wideouts on the field.
35.
Holmes gains 3 yards, and the clock will continue to run.
Al Wilson with the tackle. Second and 7. Ball at the 32-yard line.
Holmes takes it off the toss and passes the line. No one in front of him.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown!
Priest Holmes gains a lot on this play, but it wasn't all him. Watch. Yep, he owes everything to those blockers, baby. They cleared the path for him.
Another touchdown, and this lead is insurmountable with the clock ticking away.
Domination, Dan.
15,
Domination.
Here's the extra point, and
the extra point is good.
It's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Anderson kicks this one away. Luke decides to take it out of the end zone. Jukes. Dragged down at the 19.
Briandus Luke got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Broncos will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 36. Plummer really rifles this pass, and it's complete at the 45. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. That will bring up first down.
Single back! Single back!
Plummer spikes the ball, and that will stop the clock.
Come on, man. Doing all that? Just relax, man.
Second down from the eye.
Ball at the Broncos' 49-yard line.
Strong back! Strong back!
Plummer throws a bullet, and it's tipped.
Pass is incomplete.
Dexter McLeon managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
Another batted ball, and they have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. You know, why simply defend the pass when you can obliterate it?
Third down. The clock is stopped at 16.
Ball at the Broncos' 49-yard line.
It's intercepted. One man to beat. Stopped at the 48.
Oh, come on, Snake, you blind?
Tim Wansley, that's the interception, but that really happened because his teammate got in there and tipped it. Oh, it's all about coordinating your defense, man. Playing as a team.
Well, that's their second interception of the game, and stingy is appearing to be the motto for their defense.
Yeah, either that or give me the ball.
Rip! Down! Set!
And that will do
That's
it
the end
for
of
tonight's
regulation.
game. The Chiefs come out on top 45-0. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Okay, Dan, thank you very much. And let's welcome all of you back to the studio. I'm Chris Berman here to bring you our ESPN Video Games post-game wrap-up. The Chiefs stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. We'll pick up the action midway through the third quarter. Priest Holmes would make the first guy miss, then he'd rip off a chunk of yardage here. A 31-yard touchdown for the Chiefs. The Chiefs move ahead big and now lead by 21. The ball at their own 47-yard line. Trent Green would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. That set up a 26-yard field goal. The Chiefs, after a stop on fourth down, Chiefs winning by 24. Trent Green would find his target on this one. They've opened it up now and lead by 31. The Bronx on D. Dexter McLeon was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Bronx losing 31-0. Priest Holmes is going to show a little athleticism here as he finds an opening and then look at him go. He's off to the races. A 68-yard touchdown for the Chiefs. The Chiefs move ahead by 38. The Chiefs, after a stop on fourth down, ball at the 33. Priest Holmes bounces this one to the outside, and he's going to get some room to maneuver out there. A 32-yard touchdown for the Chiefs. Bronx back by 45. Tim Wansley is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. And that's where we'll leave this one. Chiefs serve up a shutout, 45-0. Now let's talk to a player who was instrumental in their dominant running game and is our player of the game. Priest Holmes is standing by with Susie Colbert. Suze?
Thank you, Chris. You really came up big, and you prevailed with a big victory. What was the key to your success?
I thought that we really performed well offensively. We ran our plays cleanly, and everybody did their part. And we managed to rack up some serious yards as a result. All in all, it was a pretty good game for us.
Chris, back to you.
Well, that just about does it. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time here on ESPN, celebrating 25 years as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. So long.
This is SportsCenter.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Packers put on a display and win by 21 points. Mike had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Priest Holmes ran like a wild man and definitely helped his Chiefs beat the Broncos. Over in Cleveland, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we had the Browns end up on the short end of an 18-point shtick. Up in the HHH Metrodome, we had the Vikings stroll away with a 14-point win. The Buccaneers racked up over 150 rushing yards in their win at Raleigh, Maryland. Colts, Patriots. David Patton is always a guy to look for when you're at the 10-yard line, as they are right now. Here's the snap, the lob, touchdown. The Patriots win this one by the final score of 44-14. The Cardinals won on the road and will now head home to meet the Patriots. Lawyers in Love Malloy stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Peter Warwick had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Bengals beat the Jets. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Larry Triplett might be the biggest loss on this list. Unfortunately, it's a torn ACL, and that'll keep him out for the rest of the regular season. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. Corey Raymer sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. A hairline fracture of the arm is the initial report, and the doctors are saying he'll be out for 8 weeks. Now the big story of the day. Santana Moss is going to find himself in street clothes for the time being, and that'll be a major blow to this club. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Deep in Cajun country in New Orleans, we had the Saints end up on the right side of an 11-point game. Raiders, Steelers. Lee Mays is set to receive the kick, and it's kind of a number. Whoa, almost like a wide receiver makes that catch. Now has to reverse field, but he's got a wall in front of him, picks up a big block at the 40. He's got one man to beat. He could go all the way, 78 yards. What a play. The Steelers go on to win this by the final score of 21-17. Down at Pro Player Stadium, we had the Dolphins get squeezed out by 4 points. The Chargers got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Reliant Stadium. The Giants won on the road and will now head home to meet the Redskins. And in our final game, we had the Bears come away victorious. So, as usual, plenty of surprises around the NFL. And heck, we just got into week 1. My primetime players' game balls go out to these gentlemen, each one with a fine start to the season. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.